Hi, my name is Sam Kocurek. I am a sophomore. I'm one of the RAs in Worth Tower with the EcoHouse learning community, and I'm just here to tell you what life was like on campus for me in the fall of 2020. So RAs moved in early August, and we were all aware of the temporary health and safety measures, which included, wearing a mask, things we need to do to stay safe during a global pandemic. But, we weren't exactly sure how that was going to translate, to life on campus because we were all used to pre-COVID life back in early March, February, and January. So it was definitely lonely those first 2 weeks, but I expected that because students were required to be in isolation. Um, and then classes started, and my life honestly didn't really change other than the fact that I was taking classes. I was still spending a lot of time alone, not really talking to anybody. And the best way around that for me was making a schedule, a pretty structured one too. So I would set my alarm for like 8:30, and I would grab a friend who lived in Worth, and we would often walk to McMahon. It was just a nice way to get out, get walking, get some fresh air before the day, and we would grab an omelet because we love their omelets. And if it was nice enough, we would sit outside. If it wasn't, we would sit inside. It was no real biggie. And then we would go to the cafes usually the Beanery or Bookworms. And UConn is offering a fantastic policy where at the cafes, a flex pass is worth $7. And for me, it was just a fantastic way to start my day. I basically treated myself every day, but that is fine, and it was very much needed. So I would get like a chocolate croissant, a mocha, maybe a yogurt, something nice. And as students, we really should be using that money, so I recommend taking advantage of that while you're there. I would get back to my room after that, and I would just do my classes. I need to do those. And the way my schedule worked is I would be done around 2:30, and that is a lot of screen time at that point, right? So I would usually try to take a break. So that usually looked like for me was going for a run. Campus is so beautiful, and even off campus is beautiful. There's this nice scenic road kind of behind Whitney. There's the Horse Barn Hill area. There's a nice trail kind of past Store Center. Um, it's good to take a break. It's good to exercise. It was really good for my mental health, my physical health. And if it was raining, unfortunately, I would usually just like try to read a book. But usually it was a pleasure book, and I didn't really put any pressure on myself. Just something nice to do that didn't involve a screen. Um, and then I came to a point where it's like, oh, I have not spoken all day pretty much. And that's when you have to be proactive. So reach out to your loved ones, your family, your friends, whoever. Um, do things in person when you can and it is safe. So go for walks, get a meal together. But there's also so many options via technology. I would play Among Us with my friends. We would have Netflix watch parties. Sometimes we would just Zoom and talk, and that was great. Um, so my two major recommendations are make a schedule for yourself and be proactive. And also one last little reminder is that you're not always going to be your best self. You know, it's it's difficult. It really is. But that's why UConn is offering so many great resources. There's ResLife. As an RA, I'm more than happy to help any resident or anyone who really comes to me for any help. But if you don't want to come to your RA for some reason, there's always mental health services, there are cultural centers, there are clubs. So if you're housing in the spring of 2021, I wish you the very best of luck.